Congressman Nick Langworthy held a Farm Bill listening session. And Senator Kirsten Gillibrand introduced a bill to help keep job seekers from losing their SNAP benefits. Plus, the chief of Dunkirk Police is sharing some back-to-school safety tips.
Live and on demand, this is WNY News Now.
Thank you for joining us at Western New York News Now. I'm Lee Kane Jr. Those stories and more are coming up, but first, a Dunkirk man was arrested on September 6, 2023 after being pulled over by Chautauqua County Sheriff's Office deputies in Fredonia for a traffic violation. During a traffic stop at around 11:30 p.m., officers conducted an investigation that led to the determination that Ruben Rosas Jr., 35, of Dunkirk, was operating the vehicle while impaired due to drug use. As a result, he was promptly arrested and now faces charges of driving while ability impaired by drugs, also known as DWAI drugs. Rosas Jr. is set to make his appearance in the Village of Fredonia Court on a later date to address the charges. Well, in other news, a 38-year-old Jamestown resident was apprehended by Jamestown police officers on Barrett Avenue after a brief foot pursuit during which he resisted arrest. On the evening of September 6, 2023, at approximately 7:25 p.m., officers from the Jamestown Police Department were conducting routine patrol duties near Barrett Avenue and Warner Place. During their patrol, they spotted Christopher S. Haberberger, a 38-year-old Jamestown resident who had outstanding warrants for his arrest issued by the Jamestown Police Department. Upon approaching Haberberger, he attempted to evade arrest, leading to a brief foot pursuit. Officers successfully apprehended him shortly after. In addition to the outstanding warrants, Haberberger now faces a charge of resisting arrest. He is currently being held pending arraignment in Jamestown City Court. Well, in other news, 3 Jamestown residents face multiple serious charges following a late-night traffic stop. On September 6, 2023, at approximately 1:45 a.m., Jamestown Police Department's Violent Crime Unit pulled over a vehicle near the intersection of Newland Avenue and Park Street due to observed traffic violations. Joshua T. Dorsey, behind the wheel, was found to be operating the vehicle with a suspended New York's driver's license. A subsequent vehicle search revealed a quantity of methamphetamine, leading to the arrest of Joshua T. Dorsey, 38, Morgan E. Ryder, 26, and Willie C. Graham, 42, for criminal possession of a controlled substance in the 7th degree. During processing, officers discovered Morgan E. Ryder was concealing a quantity of fentanyl on her person, resulting in additional charges of criminal possession of a controlled substance in the 7th degree and felony tampering with physical evidence. Willie C. Graham, 42, resisted officers' attempts to retrieve a significant amount of concealed fentanyl, leading to his arrest on 2 counts of felony criminal possession of a controlled substance in the 3rd degree. Graham is currently being held in Jamestown City Jail pending arraignment, while Ryder and Dorsey were released on appearance tickets. All 3 will face charges in Jamestown City Court. Well, in other news, a 13-year-old boy who went missing while searching for his family dog was found unconscious but breathing by rescuers after a search operation on August 28th. Forest Ranger Thane and the New York State Police, NYSP, conducted a search following a report of a missing child. The teenager had been missing for several hours, and his family expressed concerns due to his history of fainting episodes. The family dog returned home without the boy, raising alarms. Utilizing an Allegheny County Sheriff's Office drone, a possible sighting was made in the nearby woods. At 9:15 p.m., Ranger Thane and NYSP troopers located the boy and successfully revived him. After providing water and a brief assessment, they escorted him home. As a precaution, Belfast Ambulance transported the teen to the hospital. As WNY News Now continues, Congressman Nick Langworthy held a Farm Bill listening session. And later, it's back to school time, which means it's time for our annual back to school photo segment. Stay with us as WNY News Now will be right back.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
You are loved. You are valued. You are resilient. You got this.
You are there for them. We're here for you. Find free care guides at aarp.org/caregiving.
Right here, baby. Look. Uma.
Something more than a birthday is happening here. Once you can see it, you can help. The sooner you recognize the signs of autism, the sooner you can make a lifetime of difference for your child. Start by answering a few simple questions at screenforautism.org.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
Congressman Nick Langworthy, who represents New York's 23rd Congressional District, recently convened a fruitful Farm Bill listening session, drawing more than 100 farmers and stakeholders, with House Agriculture Committee Chairman G.T. Thomas, who represents Pennsylvania's 15th District, in attendance to address key agricultural concerns in New York's 23rd Congressional District. House Committee on Agriculture Chairman Glenn G.T. Thompson joined the event at Representative Langworthy's invitation to focus on the region's key agricultural issues, particularly emphasizing specialty crops. In his address, Representative Langworthy emphasized the importance of collaboration with farmers and producers in shaping an effective farm bill. With over 6,200 active farms in western New York and the Southern Tier, their input is invaluable. Chairman Thompson's presence underscored the commitment to addressing these concerns at a national level. The House Agriculture Committee is currently crafting a bill slated for a fall vote. The Chautauqua County Health Department is hosting a free rabies vaccination clinic, urging pet owners to pre-register for the event to ensure the safety of their animals. The Chautauqua County Health Department has unveiled plans for a free rabies vaccination clinic with pre-registration mandatory for all attendees. This initiative offers cost-free vaccinations for dogs, cats, and domesticated ferrets aged 3 months and older. Taking place on Wednesday, September 13, 2023 from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the MENA Town offices, 2883 North Road, Findlay Lake, New York. The clinic is co-sponsored by the Town of MENA and Chautauqua County Health Department. Dr. Seblink will serve as the attending veterinarian. To secure a spot, pet owners can pre-register online at https://shorturl.at/g_q, A, E2. Spaces are limited, so early registration is encouraged. In the event of a change in plans, registrants are urged to cancel their appointments via the confirmation email to free up slots for other pets. Walk-ins may be accepted later during the clinic, but are not guaranteed. To ensure accurate vaccination, pet owners must bring previous rabies vaccination records for each animal. All dogs must be leashed, and all cats must be in individual carriers, with trained animal handlers available to assist in transporting pets for vaccination. For further details about the clinic, contact the Town of MENA at 716-769-7204. General information on rabies prevention is available at the Chautauqua County website or by reaching out to the Chautauqua County Health Department at 716-753-4481. Well, in other news, it's back to school time, and we have received some back-to-school pictures from the Wolford family. First up, we have Silas, who is 7 years old and in the 3rd grade. Next is Carter, who is 9 years old and in the 5th grade. And finally, we have Addison, who is 13 in the 9th grade. We'd like to thank the Wolford family for their submissions, and we hope that all 3 of the Wolford kids have a great school year ahead of them. Once again, we will be running a segment featuring back-to-school photos for the rest of this week, as well as next week. So if you have any kids going back to school and want us to shine a spotlight on them, please email newsdesk@wnyNewsNow.com with back to school in the title. Please attach a picture of your kid in their back-to-school outfit and tell us their name, age, and grade. Note that we will not include any doxing information such as what school they attend, because keeping them safe is our #1 priority. Well, coming up next, Senator Kirsten Gillibrand has introduced a bill aimed at keeping job seekers from losing SNAP benefits. And later, Governor Kathy Hochul has signed legislation to help high school students succeed in and out of the classroom. But first, we return with a look at our full weather forecast.
Catch your First Defense forecast daily on WNY News Now.
How prepared is your family if a hurricane shows up at your doorstep, or a flood, or a blizzard? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan now. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
Let's go.
you'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza. Yes.
Make a plan today.
Hi, everyone. Al Roker here. As a guy with his own catchphrase, I appreciate that Smokey's only said,
only you can prevent wildfires.
But I'm filling in because there's a lot more to report. Like when there are parched or windy conditions out there, you gotta be extra careful with things like burning yard waste. After all, wildfires can start anywhere, even in your neck of the woods. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Catch your First Defense forecast daily on WNY News Now.
Fast, accurate, and everyday. First Defense weather.
Welcome back to WNY News Now. Let's take a look at some of the rainfall totals from the past 24 hours because we had some rain across the region. The highest rainfall totals I saw came from the Buffalo area where West Seneca saw just a little over 2 inches of rain. Westfield a little over 1 inch of rain. Same thing for the Dunkirk Airport, a little under 1 inch of rain at the Dunkirk Airport. And here in Jamestown we only saw a little over 1/10 of an inch of rain. So the majority of the rain that fell last night through early today actually occurred across the Buffalo area. We still have some more rain in the forecast. Taking a look at the NOAA Storm Prediction Center's outlook for the rest of this evening through the overnight hours tonight. We're not really going to deal with any strong to severe thunderstorms back here across western New York. Best chances for any severe storms through this evening will be across the eastern or across the central and eastern portions of New York State where they could see some strong to severe thunderstorms that include damaging winds as well as some hail. Taking a look at the almanac for today, we made it to a high of 85 degrees yesterday in the city of Jamestown. That's actually been our high for the past few days. Our low yesterday was 65 and the records for today 90 set back in 1954, record low of 31 set back in 1984. Let's time out future scan for the next 24 to 48 hours. Through the rest of the evening hours and overnight hours tonight, just a chance for a couple isolated showers overnight. Best chances for any showers and storms will be found well off to the east of us. And then looking through the day tomorrow, partly cloudy skies tomorrow. Can't rule out a couple isolated showers or thunderstorms through the afternoon hours tomorrow as we remain in an unsettled pattern. And then we should be partly cloudy skies through the night Friday into Saturday. And as of right now, the weekend is looking mainly dry, but can't rule out a couple isolated showers both Saturday and Sunday. So here's your forecast for tonight. Mostly cloudy skies, a few showers possible with light and variable winds. Another muggy night tonight. Temperatures do come down a little bit, but still muggy with lows tonight ranging from the mid to upper 60s. Your forecast for tomorrow, partly to mostly cloudy skies, a few scattered showers at times throughout the day, but it will not be a washout by any means. A little cooler tomorrow as well, but still muggy with highs tomorrow ranging from the mid to upper 70s. And now that 7-day outlook powered by Ultimate Satellite Solutions. So taking a look at the weekend, as I said, not a washout over the weekend. There will be plenty of dry time, plenty of sunshine, but can't rule out a couple isolated showers both Saturday and Sunday with highs in the lower 70s. Looking ahead to early next week, we'll keep a chance for a few showers and forecasts on Monday. Tuesday is looking mainly dry as well, and then we cool down some more by the middle of next week as highs by Wednesday and Thursday will only be in the low to mid 60s.
Andrew, thank you. Well, U.S. Senator Kirsten Gillibrand is set to unveil a new bill aimed at preventing job seekers from losing their Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, also known as SNAP, benefits when participating in work training programs. In a video press conference, Senator Kirsten Gillibrand introduced legislation designed to address the issue of job seekers losing their SNAP benefits while earning wages from work training programs. The proposed bill seeks to close gaps in the SNAP employment and training program that can lead to benefit cuts for recipients receiving wages as part of their job training efforts. Gillibrand emphasized that individuals seeking employment should not be faced with the difficult choice between work and having enough to eat. The legislation aims to ensure that SNAP recipients can continue to access vital nutritional support while acquiring skills, pursuing job opportunities, and ultimately achieving self-sufficiency. Well, in other news, Governor Kathy Hochul has signed 2 pieces of legislation to help high school students succeed both academically and with extracurricular activities. Legislation A.514-A/S.5650-A amends the education law to require all school districts and charter schools to provide information to parents and students about the availability and benefits of advanced placement, also known as AP courses, in the school on an annual basis. The information that must be provided includes a description of the AP courses currently offered and courses offered in the upcoming years, the benefits of participating in AP courses, how to prepare and enroll in them, and a description of the academic and non-academic support offered by the school or charter district, including financial assistance related to the cost of participating in AP courses. This information will need to be provided electronically or by mail, as well as being posted on the school or charter district website. Hoke will also sign legislation S.1732/A.6091, which requires that student governments, whether in high schools or district-wide, be established where they don't currently exist. The hope of this legislation is to help introduce and familiarize students to the concept of representational democracy and how it functions. Education is the great equalizer for young New Yorkers, Governor Hochul said. This legislation proves that we're not just changing policy, we are creating environments where every family has the knowledge to best support their kids on their educational journey, and students have the opportunity to practice civic engagement through opportunities in their own classroom. Well, coming up next, with schools opening their doors, the Dunkirk Police Chief is sharing some back-to-school safety tips.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
If you want to speak truth to the masses, make it funny for the classes.
I know what you're thinking. I need a job.
I need a new career.
Well, I've been there.
I've been there.
I've been there. I wasn't happy with what I was doing.
After high school, I didn't have a plan.
I just wanted to start working.
I got laid off twice, but you gotta keep going.
You just need the right skills. Find an apprenticeship.
I found a 2-year IT program.
I found a medical course online.
I'm now a consultant in the tech space.
You have more options than you think. You can do this.
You will find something.
You will find something new.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
Most schools in our region are opening their doors for the academic year this week, and while this is an exciting time, it is important to remember that safety should be everyone's priority. This is why Dunkirk Police Chief David Ortolano is sharing some back-to-school safety tips to be aware of this fall. Our Alyssa Wright has more.
The first of many tips Chief Ortolano shares is being aware of the speed limit in school zones. The speed limit is 15 miles per hour for all school areas, with a few exceptions being up to 20 miles per hour. So the chief warns drivers to pay attention to the signs and reminds motorists that the few seconds it takes to slow down will not disrupt anyone's day. The chief adds that drivers should be cautious of students crossing the road and always remember to yield to stop school buses. A very strict warning goes out to motorists from the chief that they must stop for school buses that have their red lights flashing. Vehicles cannot proceed past a bus until the red lights are no longer in operation. Ortolano warns that violations of this law will strictly be dealt with, whether it be a heavy fine, jail time, or both. Parents are also urged by officials to talk with their kids about stranger danger and warn them to never enter a vehicle with someone they don't know. If your child has a cell phone, Ortolano explains that it is important that they know how and when to call 911 for help in an emergency. Alyssa Wright, WNY News Now.
In the end, Ortolano touts the importance of keeping students safe, stating, "Our priority will always be the safety of our children." Well, that's going to be it for us today. I'd like to thank you all for watching. News continues 24/7 at WNYNewsNow.com and on our mobile app. You can download it today for free in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. We're also on Channel 716 on Roku and at Channel716.com. Thank you for watching.